Greetings and welcome to a Friday edition of the Shotgun Start. It is November 21st. Andy, how are we doing?
Brendan, I'm doing, not great. I had a morning at the DMV, so that's never the way to start a day. And
How was it?
Also, my child's in half days all week.
It's like the school is committing fraud when they do that. It's committing fraud. Like they are proposing they provide a service. They're holding themselves out to provide a service that will cover this amount of hours and this amount of it, and then all of a sudden they pull it out from under. Like, actually, you get out of noon every day this week. It's fraud almost.
It's been tough. It's been tough, but we're persevering.
I feel like we kind of go to the DMV now as a cliche bad experience when it might not actually be as bad as it used to be. Like, if people just say it's like going to the DMV, it was like, my last 5 DMV experiences have been quite pleasant. Maybe my Maryland taxes are going towards effective overhauls there. But how was your experience?
It was okay. I mean, We went in without an appointment. Had to get something done for our car, and it was fine. I'll say I think people enter with the wrong mentality. I enter with I'm going to treat everybody with extreme politeness.
Yes. Good
I
point.
watched this guy go up, and he's like, I'm here to check in for my appointment. We didn't have an appointment. I'm here to check in for my appointment. And they go, okay, what time's your appointment? He goes, 9:20. And they go, well, I can't check you in until 10 minutes before. And you could tell that he came in with the wrong mentality. He was already visibly frustrated. And he's like, oh, so what am I supposed to do? Just sit down for 5 minutes and come back up here? And the lady was like,
indignity. Oh, the indignity.
But you know what? You showed up at 9:05 for a 9:20 appointment. Like, your appointment's 9:20.
Yeah, I mean, people come in there. I think we need to maybe rebrand the image of the DMV. I don't know. I know there are some that are. The one in DC is supposedly just a complete nightmare. Right? It's just a total hell show going to DC DMV. But I think we need to rebrand it, because now you got people coming in grumpy. So they're starting off from just a group of grumpy people, and then every little bump in the process might just exponentially make them more angry. I don't know. Hey, while we're on the subject of, I was thinking about something on my ride back from North Carolina. Good job with the boys. Good job, PJ, in the big chair.
PJ,
I listened to
host
that.
PJ.
That was pretty funny. It's pretty amusing. I enjoyed that.
Before we leave the DMV, I just have to say my wife was just stellar. She complimented the woman's glasses.
Oh,
the front.
There you go.
Like, just buttered her up.
Buttering them up. Yep. I love that. Good job, PJ, in the big chair. I appreciate it. But I was on the ride back. I just stopped for gas. And I did a little video about, touchscreen. I don't know why you can't just push the button for 87, 89, 93. And I was excoriated for not putting premium gas in my car. The replies to this Instagram story for putting something more than the cheapest one. Like, have you ever done this? When I first bought the car I have now, they're like, well, this one, you can't be putting the bad stuff. You got to put higher, middle or top tier gas in there. Let's talk about a complete scam. Is anyone doing this? Who's putting Andy, is this a move you do?
You know who I think's putting premium gas in his car?
Ludwig.
I think he's putting premium gas in his car. He wants to make sure those 12 driver assist systems work out.
Well, the gas is not impacting the AI assist systems, I hope.
I know he's just taking care of his great car.
Everything, that machine. That
I will say,
this is not a real thing. No one ever gets it that I'm aware of.
What I don't get about it is that this has existed my entire lifetime.
Yes. It's always been there.
It feels that something should have changed in the 30 years, that we should just be a uniform gas at this point.
Agree. I mean, nobody knows what's in this. It could be like when, not me, but like when you were in high school and you take a little bit from Ma and Pa's liquor cabinet and you put a bunch of water in like nobody knows what's coming out of those things. They could dilute it to like, give me a break. One's more premium. You don't know what's coming out of the hose. Nobody actually spends more money.
It's always the anecdotal 10-cent difference up to premium. It's always 10 cents to the medium one. And what's the medium one for? Has anybody ever used the medium one?
Well, I can't do the bottom, but no, I'm not going all the way. What? Anyways, I couldn't believe how many people were popping me for not using the 87 or whatever it is. The cheapest
There has
one.
to be a gas station owner that listens to this. What I'm curious about, how many people buy the medium? Is this just like, do you just stock it? And the reality is you never have to refill it? Like the gas truck comes? And it's just there's no
just always there.
Like, what percentage of gas trucks on the road are for the middle option? They can't be. Nobody's using that gas. No one. I see people use the premium. I see people use the unleaded.
Yeah.
Nobody uses the middle gas.
No, it's completely insane. The premium's like, oh, it's cleaning your engine. Like it's, self-clean. Like, get out of here. Anything could be coming out of those.
And again, how have we not fixed this as a society? That might tell me that it's a scam.
It's completely the uniform gas. I'm fully on board with that. Fully on board with that. Stop bifurcating the gas.
Well,
all right.
Also, it's like the gas stations on different corners. I remember like at one point my dad's like, well, they got better gas. It's like, how would you know who has better gas?
Totally. I mean, clearly there's some bad actors out there, diluting and mixing some skeezy, sketchy shops, out there that aren't giving you the full deal. But nobody knows. You don't know what's going on.
Let's be real. The entire gas industry, the entire oil industry, to me, on its face, seems sketchy and skeezy.
Well, that's spoken like a Californian. You can be out there saying that. But I mean, it's still, no matter good, premium, or middle, it's always better than the Tesla. I'll tell you that. The schmuck's driving a Tesla. All right.
Andy, do you have any comment on Sable Offshore while we're here talking about the gas and oil industry?
I'm just going to leave it to Phil for that. Caleb Surratt, since we mentioned him, his trade value's gone through the roof.
I don't know if you can get Caleb Surratt for Phil after today.
Caleb Surratt doing Caleb Surratt things. God, Phil Mickelson, he's entered my life in like a positive way. He did a big $7,000 donation to Bernie Kosar. Needed a liver transplant. I don't know how Bernie Kosar and Phil Mickelson ended up in the same sentence, just like many other things in Phil Mickelson ending up in the same sentence. Scott Baio, he's tweeting with on the other. But I was just like, why is Phil giving? But good on Phil for doing that. Not a trade candidate. Let's get to some golf. We've discussed the DMV, gasoline.
I'm ecstatic that you've got meat on the bone to write Phil at the Masters. I see it in my head. To paint the picture, you've got the nice press center at Augusta. You've got the leather back chairs, the wood desks, and BP's in there. He'll have his notes out, his computer out, and he'll be flipping through his notes. And he'll turn to me. We'll probably both have headphones in. He'll turn to me, tap me on the shoulder, and he'll say, "I'm going out there. I'm going to write Phil."
This has happened like once, and just.
Happened once. It's happened like 6 times.
That's not true.
That's not true. We gotta do a count, PJ. You need to search the Fried Egg website and see how many if you just search Phil Mickelson, how many are byline to Brendon?
There's a lot of Phil. There was a run there. It's like, oh, this is Phil again.
This is he just renewed the run. He got out of the orbit, but now he's back in.
He's back in. We're gonna mix in a bunch of offshore puns for the Masters first round. I would not be right if were I at RSM today. And I never would be, just to be clear. Event shouldn't exist on the PGA Tour. Just a total waste
It's
of an
the event of the
opportunity.
week, though.
I mean, you think about these stakes a little bit. These guys playing for a card. Ryan Gerard, I noticed, thanks to Monday Q, is on the cusp of top 50. Never played in a Masters. He's 49th in the world. Could go in and out based on this week. Think about like potential stakes, and you literally go to the sleepiest, grayest, most like, everybody on football and Thanksgiving week. Like, why not make something of this? If you're going to try to, Justin Thomas was tweeting about it. Is he going to become another mad tweeter while he's on the shelf? Tweeting about it that, this is awesome because there's guys playing for their livelihoods. And it's just the sleepiest possible circumstances. This little resort town, great golf, nothing against Sea Island, St. Simons, or anything else. But just like they're already golf people. Anyways, seems like an unforced error for a way to actually create a stage for stakes.
I was thinking about Sea Island. Would you adversely react to Sea Island if Hilton Head didn't exist?
I don't adversely react to. Are you talking about the event?
The event.
RSM. Okay.
If Hilton Head didn't exist, would you like this event more?
No. I just think the fall, you should get goofy and try to convert new people. Go do something exotic. Do something different. Everybody's already in the boat that lives on St. Simon's Island or Sea Island. They're already golf nuts.
My point, what I was thinking is the identity issue of Sea Island is it's effectively the crappier version of Hilton Head.
I mean, this event...
Worse course, worse field, worse time of year. But same general vibe. Same vibe, but everything else worse.
And fewer people. Yeah, it's just like... Everybody's already a golf fan there, and there's like not that many people who live there relative to a major market. I want to be clear
about one thing.
Yeah.
Only one event won Shotgun Start event of the week this week, and it's this one. And this is the event to watch. You know why?
Did that right away.
Cards are on the line. Cards are on the line this week. I don't think, PJ, we didn't talk about that enough. Should we do a little bubble watch real quick?
You can do bubble watch. I already talked about Ryan Gerard and his Masters watch if he wants to play in Georgia again.
Let's see.
Non-RSM events.
Let's get here's the bubble. Oh man, Michael Brennan's on the bubble.
For what?
It's number 100. It's the 100. He's number 100 right now.
Really?
Well, I think he has his card, but he's number 100.
Huh. The win only moved him into okay. All right.
So if we'll just go 97. Ryo Hisatsuni, our water boy, the water boy.
Oh yeah, the sip king. Come to the sip. All right.
That's gonna be a fun revelation in your review.
I forgot about that.
Danny Walker is 98. So Waterboy is 97. Danny Walker's 98. Putnam 99. Andrew Putnam.
Mm-hmm.
Brennan at 100. Takumi Kanaya, former Wagger number 1, is 101. Koala Cam Carl.
Phillips.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he, I would say, he has a card
anyways.
Yeah.
He already won.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Is Max Homa playing despite being 103?
I don't think he's playing.
He probably can rack a number of exemptions together.
None of it matters. These are fake standings because everybody has security in one way or another.
It's so fake with this. If you win back-to-back years, you get to rack them up. It's just bullshit.
No clarity. It seems like, honestly, the Rolapp wants to get on something. Simplicity and clarity might be a way to go on that.
Celinda at 104. I wanted to talk about him during the year in review when he said he's going to be the golfer that dishes out all the hot takes.
Yeah.
Where are the hot takes? Like, there have been no takes.
Well, I mean, has he done anything to be given a platform for takes, I guess, is one of the microphone. Maybe he needs to take a page out of Billy's book and just find your way into,
I would say that there are a number of players that don't have to be doing something to get their takes out. And one he could study is James Hahn.
That's exactly right.
James Hahn gets his shots up, whether he's even playing professional golf or not.
Well, we just got to get the Mule Whisperer on Celinda's.
Maybe PJ should become the Celinda Whisperer.
That's fine. That's great.
Text him, get some takes, and then broadcast them here.
He had a very pithy interview at the Mexico Open. I think he was kind of like just bristling at these questions he thought were not impressive, and that's all I remember.
I don't remember the exact context. I'm sure it'll come out during your interview, but during a Players Rookie Media Day, I remember him saying something that got people worked up as well that day.
All right. Well, your interview will come soon. Okay. So he's 104th, Celinda.
Matt Wallace.
Where's Wallace?
Maybe a caddy abuser at 105.
Oh, come on. He's reformed. You can't all brand everyone according to their lowest moments.
Beau Hossler, ayahuasca boy, is 106.
Beau-rista.
The Beau-rista. I like that nickname better.
Yeah.
Then you got Pearson Coody at 107. One of the guys that tours forever jammed, just like Jack McGuire. Jack McGuire would be a all-timer if the tour hadn't jammed him at that Aaron Hills U.S. Open. Lipsky, Tom Kim, who's not playing, he's 109.
Clearly,
and a guy that the tour cannot afford to lose is at 110. Do you know who that is?
Who?
Everybody's favorite mentor, Matt Kuchar. With all the young talent on tour, they have to have him around.
I mean, I'm not going to check the fact check me on this, but that guy's got to be exempt to like 2065. There's no way with what he's racked up here and there. Kuchar's just going to play.
Career
forever.
money.
And he will play. He doesn't
however many
intent.
cuts. He's definitely got the 300 made cut exemption.
Yeah. He's going to be exempt forever. So
I mean, past winter stat. He's getting close to Champs Tour though. He's got to be what, 45?
They probably. I mean, he would play that Champs Tour. Walking around cash.
47. Peach, what do you think about Matt Kuchar and the Champs Tour?
Everybody's
talking about Tiger. Is Matt Kuchar the guy we should be talking about?
He's going to be a demon. Are you kidding me? I mean, we just got to hope it holds on for 3 more years. But he's going to be great. And I've been saying it all along. Zach is going to be an absolute problem next year. Zach is going to clean up.
How do you think these guys are all going to get carts? What's they're going to be? They're going to come with doctor's notes for carts. I could see Kuchar and Zach being sort of unscrupulous that way.
You think Zach is going to have like the tape all over every extremity? It's going to be great. I can't wait.
You ready for AI minute? I Googled Matt Kuchar age.
Yeah. Gemini.
Here's what people also ask that are, frequented to Matt Kuchar age. Related questions. Which golfer doesn't tip the caddy?
Yeah, had to be high.
It's the number one question.
That had to be high.
Number 2. How much money has Matt Kuchar made playing golf?
Yeah.
Number 3. Now this one, contradictory to number 1. Who is considered the nicest guy on the PGA Tour?
Well, he has that aw shucks thing going. Considered by whom? It depends.
I mean, he's a mentor.
Probably not the caddy.
Tries to help the young guys along.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to need a Champs Tour mentor when he's 50 and there are guys older than him? Who's going to show him the ropes? Tommy Gainey.
How's Gainey doing? Where's he at on the leaderboard?
Gainey is in the field.
I know. What's he doing in the event? Where is he at?
Where is he? Control effing Gainey right now.
T23. There we go, baby. 67. He's on his horse.
Did you see somebody
Guy's
tweeting?
Gone low at the RSM. He loves the RSM.
Tweeting back and forth with him, being like, "Why are you taking a spot away from somebody who's trying to get into the top 100 for a card?" And he was like, "I earned my way in. Like, I want to go play for $1 million."
We got Victor Perez WDing to go to live and Tommy Gale. Like, what a Mad Libs golf situation. There might be too much.
Guy's
Too
hot.
many
He
events.
played well in Phoenix. He's hot
Hey.
right now. Let the heater go.
Story of the fall. At the top of the board, Rico Hoey.
Richard,
Broom. This guy's a threat.
62 for him and Davis Thompson on the, was it the Plantation?
You're forgetting a Chicago area.
Well, he was on the other course. He shot a
prospect.
60. I guess that's even lower than 62 by 2 shots, but still only that's a par 70, 10 under. PJ raised a good point about Richard Hoey. Before PJ, what did you have to say? What's your Hoey point? Big drama going into 26.
Is Rico Hoey eligible for the International President's Cup team?
He's
Or
got
does he
the
have to-
Philippines flag next to his name on the leaderboard now.
Yes.
But he's played, you said he's played for the USA?
He's played in a Palmer Cup. So is this like a situation like in Olympic basketball where you can't switch countries once you commit?
Oh, like Embiid.
Wow. You know who played
he
for
never played in the
You
Olympics,
know
I
who
don't
played for
I
England
think that's how
in
we
the,
got
in
out
the
of it.
Palmer Cup?
What's that?
You know who played for England in the Palmer Cup?
Oh, Sabo. Sabo.
Rory Sabatini.
Everybody's favorite South African turned Texan turned Slovakian one-time English, I guess. I don't know.
I believe that's if I
is
recall
true.
correct. We haven't. What's going on with the boy from Bratislava?
Well,
speaking
I mean,
of?
we're asking the big questions here on November 21st. I don't know. You talk about Peak Cup, they could use a little Sabo injection.
Sabo
He's
turns-
European now.
Turns 50 in April.
Oh, here we go. God, he's going to clean up.
Oh,
Now-
man.
He's going to
People are
clean up.
focused on the wrong thing here about the Champions Tour.
Who needs Tiger? Who needs Zach? The class of 2026 has a silver medalist.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say,
Love
you
it.
know what Tiger doesn't have? Doesn't have a silver medal.
I'm just gonna harbor a guess that Hoey has a greater chance of making the Peak Cup via the international side than the American side, and that's probably where he should lay his bets.
Do we know that?
Honestly, I don't think it's crazy. If Rico Hoey, top 30 player in the world, end of the 2026 calendar, I don't think is an insane bet.
No, I don't hate that at all. You tell me Rico Hoey makes it to Eastlake, I'm 1,000% in.
Well, good for him. I'll tell you what. No matter what side he plays for in that Peak Cup, no matter what side, he's gonna be
guy's a pro.
comfortable and cool in his Bedrati, who are the official apparel provider of both sides. Both sides. They've got a Hoey situation going on themselves. And it's for the betterment of everyone involved in the competition.
You want to see for our YouTube viewers what Rico Hoey could be wearing?
What do you got there?
Next, it was
Oh, you got a
upside down.
Peak. It's upside down. Oh, you got an international. That's a Z zero
It's like the
restriction, the
light
full
jacket.
zip. That thing's awesome. That
It's
thing
an
is
awesome
amazing.
jacket.
I like no BS, full endorsement for that one. I wear that all the time. If you were perusing bedrati.com or zerorestriction.com on this Black Friday month, I guess is what we'll call it, you could use the promo code SGS Friday 35. That's SGS Friday 35. And you get 35% off both at bedrati.com and Zero Restriction. It's a good chunk of change. Stock up, buy all your Christmas gifts or holiday gifts for your dad, brothers, whoever. Classy stuff at bedrati.com. I've got the ZR hoodie on right now. This is one of their newer hoodies. Bedrati, you could get the boxers, you could get sweaters. You could go. I wore my hoodie sweater, the Finn merino hoodie, when I was it was like 43. Play golf at the start of the day, start of the morning there. So I wore that for the front nine on Tuesday. Had that going. Go to bedrati.com. Those expensive or the more expensive items, you get 35% off. The joy, the dopamine hit of putting it in the cart, throwing SGS 35 and watch it come off. Go to bedrati.com and zerorestriction.com. Use that promo code this Black Friday or any Friday.
I have to issue an apology.
Please.
This was a grave oversight, and I'm disappointed. We did not catch this when we were looking through the field. Do you
What
know what's
happened?
back? What's back on?
What?
Fresh off the Athens Country Club
Yeah.
Club Championship, Todd Watch
Not yet.
is back.
I mean, he's near DFL.
He's there.
He's there. He's present. He's losing to Davis Love III at the moment. DL3. He's 3 over. Mason
I was also
Howell,
gonna follow up on our players to watch. Peach, I see DL3 is +1. Zach is -1. Harris is 3 under. Who are the other two? Johnny Kiefer's 5 under. Who was the last player to
Adam
watch?
Schenk
Shank
is 1 over.
Oh, so the players to watch, not doing great. Johnny Kiefer is.
That was the best. That was a good segment. Making Joseph guess those. You guys did a good job. That was great. He kept whiffing, swing and a miss. Like now, some of them were preposterous. I knew it was Zach as soon as you guys started giggling. I was like, it's got to be Zach. It's got to be one. I was just listening on the other end, driving. Zach has to be before you even got to the majors clue. All right.
I mean, can we
go ahead?
I love Davis Love III. He was a great podcast guest recently on Friday this spring. He was great.
Yeah, you walked
Guy
out of that
loves golf architecture. You can
Yeah.
tell that he genuinely likes it, loves talking about it.
Now you're about to bury him. You're setting him up to knock him down. I can see it.
I'm not trying to knock him down. I'm
I
trying
know.
to knock down PGA Tour comms.
I know.
He's 61 years old.
Hey, beat Mason Howell.
What are we doing?
Yeah. People are popping Tommy Gainey, 2 gloves, Solicitor General. At least he's playing competitively still. I don't know.
I mean, Tommy Gainey did a feat that we're rarely. I mean, not. I know Tiger's not going to accomplish the record that Tommy Gainey did, playing Korn Ferry, PGA Tour, and Champs Tour in the same year.
Maybe we'll see. Tiger might try. The main news.
If Tiger said, "I want to play," I guess 2 gloves really needs to go play a DP World Tour event. Did he play any?
God, can you imagine him? His southern drawl, just fish out of water in like the Made in Denmark challenge or whatever.
What would be the best location to send Tommy Gainey to?
That's a good question. The Crans, the event at the top of the mountain, Switzerland.
He'd obviously most want to go to Amsterdam.
Yeah. He probably loves the culture, loves Holland. Maybe the Dutch soccer really likes their methods. Study those. God, that's pretty good. Pretty good, Andy. I can't believe it's minute 28, and we're talking about the only thing that ever newsworthy that ever came out of the RSM is Harris English apparently spilling the beans.
We got you there, but it's player to watch.
You know that meme of all those players sitting on the stage at I think it was Whistling Straits, and they're all in their blazers, and it's the Ryder Cup, and they look like it's like the boys hunt over after a long, and Harris English has
squinting in the sun,
1,000-yard stare, and his chin's tucked into his chest, and this is what he must feel like after he just was talking off the cuff at a press conference. All of a sudden, super viral. Blows up Rolapp's plans, the future competitions committee, which has met a total of one time to decide the future. Kind of lets it out of the bag, but this has been rumbling and percolating in the background, suggesting the PGA Tour, I'm not going to read his quotes, PGA Tour might not start after the Super Bowl, which he said is a good thing because we can't really compete with football. Post-Super Bowl start. He goes, they're going to change down the road, maybe in 2027. All the tournaments will be equal. We won't do elevated events. We'll have 20 to 22 events that are all the same. I think that's a good model to have. You'll see all the top players play every single event because you can't really afford to take one off. This has gone for November when there's not a lot to talk about. This has become the news of the day. This feels like a Rolapp bringing NFL style scarcity to the PGA Tour. Starting after the Super Bowl kind of alarms some people. No Hawaii. I assume West Coast swing gets included. I don't know.
Point something out.
Yeah.
There's nowhere good to play golf outside of Hawaii before the Super Bowl.
But they've done it for a long time.
They have, but part of this, I think if you take a look at the product, how do we present the best product we can? This is a pretty good idea.
I think where you might have an issue, and maybe it's down the road, is you have negotiated TV contracts to deliver a certain amount of goods and services, and this would not be meeting those amounts. It'd be like saying paying tuition, and your child will go to school from 8 to 3, and then all of a sudden they tell you actually all week they're getting out at noon, and they're doing half days.
Good luck.
I mean, if you're the TV, operator with tonnage to post, seems like a potential issue, but maybe that's what they're negotiating for the next one. Who knows? That's probably the.
What do you think about this?
We've done, hand up on this one. We've done this for 7 years. It's like ideas are like opinions are like a-holes. Everyone's got one. Like the amount of ideas that have been thrown out there about the tour and you got to tweak this for the DP and tweak that have been many. They're falling off trees. I think it's placing a fair amount of trust and deference in Brian Rolapp, who is just a sports executive, doesn't have a lot of familiarity with the PGA Tour, doesn't have a lot of familiarity with professional golf, to make some really massive, significant changes to a tour that has pretty much been pretty massively changed on an almost annual basis since about 2021, 2022. I'm not suggesting they shouldn't give them that trust and deference, but it would be among the biggest changes the tour has ever made. Essentially, just seeding, 2 months of the season. Then what are you doing with whatever the tour is below the 20? Is that now? Do we have 4 tours now? Do we have 3 tours? Is there a Corn Ferry tour? Is there like a medium tour, the medium gas, the gasoline tour, and then the 20 events tour?
Way to tie it all together.
And so, and who's all sponsoring those? And is there a place for young guys to go pop and compete against like real players and compete, to actually get better? Ludwig being recent one, Michael Brett, as you need time and you need competitive reps to become the best version of yourself more often than not. And are you going to be able to get that on the 23rd event that's outside the top 20? Probably. It won't be a dramatic drop off, but how many tours would there be?
I assume somebody would be able to go play the other tour too, if they wanted to. I think that, it kind of crystallizes what the tour is already.
I don't disagree with that.
It's the non-20 events will be about who's getting to the tour next year, who's getting to play in the big 20 events.
Do you
which is the Sony, Palm Desert.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could just run down the list. What I think is also an interesting exercise is what would be the 20? You obviously have the 3 FedEx Cup events. You have the players.
Yeah, you have but this does not include the majors either. So you're talking about 20 plus 4.
Yeah. So that gets you to 4. Then you got obviously like Bay Hill, Genesis Scottish. You've got
CJ Cup, Byron Nelson,
Pebble. You've got, Quail Hollow, the Truest. I assume will make it.
RBCs,
RBC,
Harbortown.
I could see Canada making it if it's 20.
Probably all your elevateds right now, Memorial, Travelers, those kinds of things.
Which gets you with the players to 13-ish.
Yeah.
And then it's what are the other ones that pop up, and there you have effectively your tour. And I would assume if they were going to do this, I know that they've talked about this, but there's going to be a New York event, there's going to be a DC event, there's going to be a Chicago event, and there's going to be a Boston event. I would guess there are going to be new events. I think there should be a Denver event.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. I don't know. I mean, Harrison, he's not accurate in suggesting that everyone would play all the events. That's just not. They're not going to play all 20 plus 4 majors. You're going to play.
I think he was talking about a player of his ilk,
a player of not the very top 10, but a good player that's eligible.
You want to talk about bookkeeping? Boy, is this going to throw the history books for a loop.
Well, they're already a mess. That's already on fire. This is just adding a little more gasoline.
When are we getting lunch with the boys coming out?
We're working on it. We're working on it. Threw out a teaser today.
Trying to find a surgical time to talk about it, right?
We're working on it. We're trying to figure out where it fits in.
For people that didn't see the teaser, what is it?
Joseph and I sat down with Mr. 1000 live from the SoFi Center. Talked, holding up the Wilt picture. Talked some Ryder Cup. Talked some TGL Grand Expansion.
Of that fake history, the beneficiary of those books.
Yeah, didn't bring that up. Didn't call it fake. Didn't call it nonsense for somebody that earned that title.
Was he more excited to talk to you on Tuesday morning at Oakmont before he'd hit a range ball or seen a golf hole at the U.S. Open?
After he blew the Canadian Open?
After, practicing, doing a practice session in the SoFi Dome?
Definitely SoFi Dome. Definitely was in higher spirits. Was happy to be there. Seemed like he had some fun. We had some fun. So,
Do you think if you had gotten him before the SoFi Dome, he would have been in a similar mood?
I don't know. I mean, we got him on Tuesday, and then he came in fourth and secured all the majors for next year. So, it worked out last time.
Maybe that was in the back of his mind. Maybe that's why he was excited to talk to you guys.
He pre-anticipated the fruit question. He remembered exactly who you were and exactly what you were about to ask, and started smirking when he knew the fruit question, which might be a highlight of the year and a highlight of lunch with the boys. It's like, the fruit question's coming. He starts laughing. Incredible scenes.
When you're a recurring guest, he follows the show. He's familiar with what we do here.
Do you think he'll come on for lunch again?
That's the plan. We're hoping.
I think the ratio of lunch with the boys always needs to be Cam Young 2-1. Always. So there's 30 Cam Young interviews for every 15 others that you get.
That's the plan.
All right. Andy,
I'm working on another lunch guest for the boys.
Yes,
I'm pretty excited about it.
Care to share? No, under wraps.
I can't spoil.
Well,
these are things that we can't spoil. Can't also jinx things.
So if we get that one, then the next one after that has to be Cameron Young again by the rules.
By the rules of the ratio, by the ratio rules. Okay.
I guess we need to contact Cameron Young's agency of record and see if he can come on every week.
Just be on retainer.
Yeah.
Just go to every TGL match and ask him. Do you have any thoughts on Rolapp? Do you have any thoughts on this? Andy, good, bad, not big extended ones, but yes, intrigued, enticing. What's the verdict?
I think that this gives you a lot of ability to craft a pretty compelling schedule. The current setup is like a giant cruise ship, right?
4 days, 48 weeks, whatever it is.
It's nutty.
4 days, yeah.
Because and it also gives I think one of the things the NFL has working for it so well, and PJ, I'm going to bring you in here as a former. We're going to start calling you a former NFL executive.
Okay, sure.
Because you did work you worked technically in the front office, right?
Me and Brian Rolapp, equal footing.
But I think the cadence of the NFL is pretty brilliant, where on Monday and Tuesday and even into Wednesday, you're still talking about last week.
Yes. I mean, that was always a big thing in terms of like content. It was like Wednesday at noon is like turn the page. But for those 55 hours, you could do whatever you wanted and nobody cared. And the results, like everybody was still happy to engage and talk about it.
And that conversation is so big for a sport, I think, personally. And then you turn the page and it's on to next week. The problem with golf being 4 days is we turn the page. It's like Monday until noon. And then there's the press conferences for next week are starting. And it's always just on, and nothing feels worse about this than the majors. And it's like, wait a second, especially with these elevated events the week after the majors. It's like, what are we doing? Why is this going on?
The annual Hilton Head press conference Monday after the Masters.
Yeah. And I think that's where this gives just a little more space for the sport to be in the conversation without it just running to the next thing. What do you think?
I think I've outlined. I think I have a lot of reactions early on. If it does seem to be the way they're going. It seems like a larger sports, and SSG is obviously other sports sort of imposing their ideas of how this should go. And yeah, why throw this like slop in between? It kind of dilutes the other stuff, or maybe the other stuff stands out in distinction compared to, the slop, and that's why you appreciate it. You need the bad to understand the good. But it could get a little confused. I don't know. We'll see how many tours they make. On its face, it seems appealing and enticing. Yes. And there's more anticipation building. Like, I got to wait through January. Come on. Everybody watches the playoffs, NFL playoffs on Saturdays, Sundays now in January. And now college football playoffs to a certain extent.
The Palm Desert tournament is always the one where I'm like, switching back and forth, and it's I'm watching Josh Allen versus Patrick
I was going to say Bills
on one end, and
every time it's like I got to decide between I'm going to watch the Bills or I'm going to watch like Nick Taylor, and like that's what I got. I don't know, at least recently. Yeah,
I think it allows for like a great big kickoff.
Yeah, could be good. Get in before March Madness. That's the only real big event.
Something just came across my desk.
What scurried across? What crawled across your desk?
Rico Hoey, eligible for the international team.
Love it.
Watch out. All I'm saying, how would you predict Rico plays Medinah as somebody familiar?
I think he'd play it pretty well. I think you could put Rico up against Scottie. He's going to stare him down and say, "I was better than you in college."
Start getting him fit for the B-Dratty zero restriction rain gear.
You think Rico's going to talk to Ludwig about being a Scottie stopper? How to shut him down?
Hey, you know what? So much play went into that Harris English quote about the Super Bowl. And honestly, the most interesting and coolest quote I thought from him in that press conference was about playing with Scottie or practicing with Scottie at the Ryder Cup. I don't know if you saw this, but it was really cool. Talking about how he chips against the grain and how like just learning from the best player in the world he's definitely older than by a handful of years.
Probably about 7 or 8 years.
Yeah. And so he talked about Bryson letting his hair down. We got to see a different side of him, which made me laugh. But, he said, I hadn't played with Scottie a whole lot. We played a bunch of practice together. Simple things like watching him hit chips around the green and how he reacts to certain lies, picking his brain on shots. something different than like playing with him in the Masters. He's probably not going to share that information. The Ryder Cup is an open book. For me, getting to learn from the best player in the world and how nice a guy Scottie is can help me with some of those shots to get around the green. And they asked him specifically. There was this into the grain lie with Bethpage around the greens that I've kind of always struggled with and tried different ways to hit it. He had a very simple answer to it, and he does the same thing every time. I never thought about it that way, and just watching him do it, and then myself trying, like, wow, that's a big difference. He's a magician around the greens. I love the way he goes about it. And they asked him specifically, what was it? He goes, he hits it with a square face and changes his stance a little bit. This is into the grain chip, which for me, I always thought I should draw it from those lines. He would just square the face, hit it like a normal chip, change his stance a little bit, and comes out square the same every single time. I thought that was super cool.
It's golf nerd stuff.
And
that's the stuff people need more of.
And you're talking about Harris is at like such an elite level, right?
You know what golf doesn't need more of is talking about what to buy at a pro shop.
Holiday gift guides.
What we need more of is intricacies, and that's the stuff that makes the sport so fascinating. Is how to hit. Like that's the thing that darts don't have. Nobody says the best dart player in the world. Like there's no grain. They throw the dart a certain way. Yeah. Maybe there's small situations, but there aren't. What makes golf so awesome is the ever complex nature of each shot.
God, what a drive by at darts. I didn't expect this to be
driving bowling.
A bus over darts.
I could have gone anywhere.
God.
Did you see that? There's a town. Where is it? It's in Carmel. Home of Pebble Beach. They're trying to ban pickleball from the town. The entire town.
I'm behind that. Get behind that. The little pain. Get that out of here. I would support.
Seems authoritarian. You can't play pickleball.
I mean, they outlawed gas leaf blowers around me because they're too loud.
Well, do you think it's because people are putting the medium gas in them? Oh, that's the leaf blower gas.
It's ridiculous. So ridiculous. No, but that was a great quote. Good stuff. Just think about Scottie being like this Svengali, even to someone like Harris English, and what you could get from Ryder Cup. I just couldn't believe nobody talked about that. I was scrolling, I was like, wait, this wasn't a story? And all the other, I know the Super Bowl thing was a big one, but
ain't that the state of golf media? Everybody's running for the aggregation station.
Elsewhere in golf, Caleb Surratt is doing Caleb Surratt things.
That's right.
He's 62-66 as you listen to this. He leads Thomas Pieters by 1 at the Saudi International, where I think I don't want to. I'm guessing, which means the live bots will just pop me. But I feel like 9 of 14 or 15 team captains just said peace. Didn't even patronize no one. Phil, Brooks, all these guys. Nobody decided to come to the Saudi International. I don't know why. It feels like they should. AK goes 67-64. He's T3.
What?
Anthony Kim is T3. Yes.
He's back.
I don't know if he's back.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. We're basically on year 3 of his comeback.
I mean, he's playing with, Balata balls, essentially. He'd never been tested. Never had used a launch monitor.
Do you see the Shank press conference? I can't believe that just came out of my mouth.
That was a good one. That was cool too.
He's using pre-2018 equipment because he needs more spin on the ball because he has an inefficient high-speed swing. So he needs to get the ball up with the spin. But he also likes that he plays a 2017 ball, and his driver, he likes the 28 because he can turn it over. It's pretty amazing.
That was cool. The Harry quote, that was some good golf nerd stuff this week down from RSM.
Hey, you know where all that came from?
RSM.
Came from the event of the week, the RSM.
But yes,
Todd Watch also restarted at the RSM.
All right, maybe I'm back in on the RSM. Your guy from Wednesday, Prince Khalid Saud Al Faisal. PJ, where did he finish?
He's not right. He's not on the ball. Former NFL executive PJ Clark, not on the ball.
Around over there.
I did not have the Saudi International leaderboard up. He came in last.
DFL.
Notwithstanding WDs, he was 17 over. He finished 2 places behind Matthew Wolff at 7 over.
Oh no!
So
I was thinking about a fake live
Matt
trade that
Wolff.
got Matthew Wolff back on Smash because the coddle culture clearly hasn't resuscitated his game either.
no, it hasn't.
Well,
But
he's with his dog more though.
I will tell you. You know who's 3 under? This is what I was looking at when you asked me how the Prince was doing. You know who's 3 under?
Who?
I want to talk to Sam.
Well, that's good. That's good.
God,
I just
that's
can't
good.
believe they didn't get any of the captains for the live teams over there for that. All right, that's Saudi
PJ. Could you
International.
change the description of the pod on Apple and Spotify so that
Sure.
so that it says, the Shotgun Start is produced by longtime NFL executive PJ Clark.
I don't know if that needs to go in the first sentence, but I mean, we
I would say
we could
in
change
the
it.
description.
We could throw that in there.
Quick news. LPGA schedule. Did you guys talk about this? It goes from 32 to 31 events. They lost an event, probably because they didn't want to break the record of unique winners, is what I want to guess. That's why I'm suggesting they went down. Founders Cup is going from Sharon Heights, going out by you, to Sharon Heights Golf and Country Club.
All right.
From Bradenton.
Down there by all the Silicon Valley billionaires.
Was it $8,000
I think that's where
a
Pau
square
Gasol
foot?
plays golf.
Okay.
I'm sure maybe he'll do the trophy.
He could.
Hand out the
He's
trophy.
expert at that. Mizuho Americas is going to Mountain Ridge from Lib National. So
Good
that's
golf course.
That's an interesting one,
Yeah.
right?
Really good golf course.
Those are the 2 big notes I had.
Well,
32
what
to
about the
31.
Chevron going from Carlton Woods to Memorial Park?
That's allegedly. They didn't release it. They just said TBD. But Beth Ann Nichols for Golf Week has reported it is going to Memorial Park. The blue backboard, which they've maintained since Mission Hills, and they've carried it to Houston. Can be imported to Memorial Park. Absolutely. Is that a par 5 going in?
Ask the PGA Tour where to put grandstands.
But they have no
Move 'em
Poppy's
along.
Pond. They have no Poppy's Pond or pool there. So
Maybe they could do that on 17 because they got a pond
they
on
have
17.
that water there.
You could run over to
Run
17 and
Or
jump
just-
in.
They could sign a deal with an above ground pool sponsor, and then just put one off to the side. You jump
Here we
off
go.
the blue wall into
got
the
it.
above ground pool. What?
Order one of the Buzzball above ground pools.
There you go.
Get Buzzball involved.
That's your LPGA schedule. That's deep analysis on the new LPGA schedule. Then last but not least,
I think that Chevron move's legit good.
Oh yeah, that event has sucked the last few years.
Negative
Terrible. Yeah, even Nelly winning, it didn't do much for it. Then speaking on the Straight Facts Homie podcast, Notah Begay the third suggested Tiger should or might add Harbortown and Colonial to his schedule. Why? Because he can't walk anymore, and these are flatter and shorter. I would suggest it still necessitates a fair amount of walking. But I can't believe we're doing Tiger schedule discourse here already. Is he ever going to play again? I'm not worried about Colonial and Hilton then.
My favorite Notah anecdote ever was what he was talking about, how he was doing push-ups with the cup of water on his back. Tiger was.
Okay. I don't remember this.
It was during one of the comebacks.
Okay. So he's ready to play because he's doing push-ups with a cup of water.
Yeah.
So he can't walk. His ball speed's 175 to 180, he says, but he can't walk. 72 holes plus a Pro-Am. I would say, Notah, I think they can give him a dispensation to not do the Pro-Am. It's Tiger freaking Woods. But, Hilton and Colonial.
Well, the
That's where
problem is he's
play
not
next
going
year.
to qualify. If we could get rid of all the exemptions, he won't be able to qualify.
He also added, to PJ's delight, we are also dying to see him on the Champions Tour. He can take a cart and walking becomes alleviated at that point. I think he's going to try it.
Well, you know where you can use all the ball speed in the world, and you don't even have to allude to walking. It's the SoFi Dome.
That's true. Jupe Stinks needs them. All right, that does it for news. And this week of Shotgun Start. Go to B Dratty, zero restriction. It's SGS Friday 35. SGS Friday 35. Thanks to them for their support. Thanks to you guys for listening to another week. We're going to be back soon with your interview. It's coming. Next week, we're going to do a jumbo package, year in review on Tuesday, I think. Jumbo package. Monday will be a normal episode. So we'll talk to you then.